When you're judging him, who are you judging him against? Like when we say, all right, we're going to penalize you if you lost.
Yeah.
Well, who is he being compared to? Because I'm pretty sure there's nobody at 41 that who you got in front of him will have any stats at that age.
So that exempts you from failure.
You already succeeded.
It should.
Because you look at the guys that get
There's no such thing as failure.
Not in failure.
There's no such thing as failure at this point.
Losing in the first round.
You should just be amazed at what he's doing right now.
No, it's not, man.
What would you call it?
Amazed
fucking
at what
loss.
he's doing.
Is it losing and failing?
No, it's a loss.
Third option.
Still be just amazed
So
at
losing
no.
is not failing?
It is failure, but we're not going to count it against you as a third option 41-year-old.
As a third, that's moving the goalpost.
No,
You want to call it a team sport? You want to say you're a third option? You want to say this? Listen,
It was supposed to be 4-0.
It was impressive, like I said, for him to get out of there without his mates. Very impressive. LeBron did exactly what was expected of him. Lead the team, be the vet. He showed his leadership in the huddles. He showed his determination. He showed his focus on getting the ball and doing what's exactly needed to be done for them to win the series. That is impressive.
That's the third option.
Not because he's 41.
No, 41.
Because he's a great basketball player.
Impressive.
Because he's a great basketball player. Doesn't matter.
This would be impressive if Bron was young.
Well, he failed when he was younger.
No, he didn't.
No.
He didn't fail when he was younger?
As a team.
As a team, okay.
Took his team.
As a team,
he would have took that team to the final.
Okay.
You know.
But he's been to 8
So that's
finals
not
in a row.
impressive if he get past the first round.
But he went to 8 finals straight, right? 10 finals straight, right?
That's why.
And he lost in some of those finals. He lost some, right?
But
so those were failures at a young age, right? Failures at a young age. Now that he's older, he has more wisdom, more knowledge. He knows how to take his team deeper. But if he loses, guess what? It's a fucking failure. That's why this is impressive for him to get to the next round and show resilience that he can get over the hump with or without Luka. If he can do that, that adds to his legacy. But he loses in this next round against OKC. Does it go against his legacy?
Does it go against the guys who couldn't even physically make it to that?
I'm not talking about them.
See, he's on the mount. But it is because that's the legacy. The legacy is against everybody else. So you're trying to judge him at his worst of his career to everyone's best?
No. You judge him throughout his career. Throughout his career. If you're going to add on accolades at the end of his career based on him accumulating a bunch of shit, stats and stuff that's going to help his legacy, you got to go back and then judge his beginning of his career too, like everyone does.
No, everybody, remember, everybody's last couple of years is added to their career.
So why is his not? Jordan's saying his don't count. Y'all saying this window is closed. So if you're saying you saying this added on to everybody else's end of their career, why can't it be added on his?
Why was Kobe last game 60 impressive?
It wasn't impressive.
Yes, it was.
Okay, now it was.
Yeah, it was.
Not to me.
And he did it so many times when he was younger. Right?
That game wasn't impressive.
Off the Achilles, the knee, man.
That wasn't impressive.
Wow. It was.
It was very impressive.
Where his body was at that moment in time, that was impressive.
That helped his.
Right,
it would have been impressive if he took them to the playoffs.
You know what's also
he took them to the playoffs and won the first round and won in the first round. That would have been impressive.
You know what else was impressive? The way Dirk looked at 41, the way Tim Duncan looked at 40, the way Vince Carter looked at 40, the way that's fucking impressive.
Yeah.
And
I know what I felt like at 40.
I know that was impressive.
That was impressive. There's no legacy on the line.
I'm just letting you know.
Like,
that was the discourse.
That
was the discourse.
You know that.
Because it's called lazy.
They're ready to
How can somebody at 41, whatever he does, he go out there and average 4 points right now? His legacy's not on the line.
Not at all.
Okay, was Jordan's legacy on the line when he was with the goddamn Wizards?
He's more amazing.
No, what I'm saying is, when he was with the Wizards, was his legacy on the line? No. Was Kobe's legacy on the line when he didn't make the playoffs last 4? No.
It's not them.
Was Kareem legacy on the line them last couple of years?
Them.
No. But what I'm saying is, your legacy has a window, and whatever you do in that window, great. Anything extra, we're just happy to see.
No.
Right? It's just that. There's nothing he can do moving forward that's going to change anybody's opinion.
That's a fact.
Right there, he wins a championship right now. There's no Jordan fan that's going to say, "Oh, you know what? He's in front of Jordan." It's not happening. It's not happening.
Wait a minute.
What did I say the other day?
This is interesting.
This Stephen A. Smith said, "I don't give a fuck what he do. He's not going to be in front of my guy."
You're not going to change people's opinions.
No.
That's exactly what I said the other day.
Why are we?
Thank you.
Why are we counting all of the stuff that he's doing at 41?
Who is?
No, nobody is.
Who's counting it?
Well, all the stats that he's accumulated over the last 5 years are added onto his legacy.
But it was already cemented, though. People
So
just trying
why
to
are
say
you
that.
adding on to
Who's
the
that?
legacy?
Ain't nobody adding on to it? Ain't nobody
I'm
taking
just
nothing
trying.
out?
Can I get my point across?
You asked a question.
I'm saying, what, like, if it can't be disrupted, how can you keep adding on to it?
Who's adding on to it?
The stats are accumulating.
Okay, the
with,
stats, but we're talking about the legacy.
Can I finish?
We're talking about the legacy, not the stats.
The stats are a part of his legacy.
No, it's not.
Yes.
So let me ask you-
leading the NBA in all-time points, that's a part of his legacy.
But it's already
all the free throw attempts, the playoff points, all of the different things are contributing to the GOAT conversation right now based on all the accumulation of the things that he's been doing since this window y'all said has closed. So my question is like, okay, if he loses this series, it don't count against him. But if he wins it, you go and say, at 41, he won in the first round with no Luka, no this, no that. You gotta put him against Jordan if he goes to the conference finals. You got him if he get his sixth ring or his fifth ring. You gotta give him.
That's other people.
And what are the Jordan fans going to say? I don't care. Right?
I'm not talking about the Jordan fans. I'm just
Kobe
talking
fan,
about
what are you going to say?
I'm just talking about the
people that don't
criteria
like
of legacy. Y'all saying that the window was the window, and that it couldn't work against him if he loses, but he's still playing. And you're saying it don't work against Jordan playing with the Wizards.
So let me ask you
and
a
it
question.
definitely does, because you bring up Jordan and the Wizards when you don't have an argument about what he did with the Bulls.
We're just comparing.
Wait, no, I'm saying,
Who's they?
no,
Everybody.
When
No,
we're
not
saying when you
everybody.
throw negativity on the older guy, and I'm saying, how are you doing this against him, but you didn't do it against no other older guy who was just running around doing whatever they were doing? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
That's the point. He's supposed to be the best ever. You're supposed to get the most critique for the top position.
So when Kareem was at the end of his legs, did any of those stats he put up
He's not
help him against Jordan when Jordan only had 2 rings and only 18,000 points?
Nobody.
None of those
Kareem
stats.
the GOAT.
None of those stats.
Nobody considered.
Of course not. Of course.
So what's the conversation?
Of course. Then your stats don't matter. So no matter what Kareem did, no matter what anybody did, when they seen Jordan won a second.
Say it again.
When they
the
seen
stats
Jordan,
don't matter.
they didn't matter when they gave Jordan the crown.
So did this
Remember in the Olympics, when they were going to the Olympics, 92 Olympics, who was the greatest player that ever lived? Do you know what his stats look like?
I don't think Biz.
They didn't have nothing to do with Kareem. Kareem had 5 rings, 6 MVPs. He had all of that.
I don't think Biz could be the greatest to play the game.
Before Jordan, they were the greatest. But it didn't have nothing to do with stats.
Will Chamberlain?
Remember when Jordan, in 92, Magic got 5 rings, MVPs, finals MVPs. Kareem's stats, he was done. He was done. None of that mattered. So if you're going to change your opinion,
I don't think Kareem.
or you're not, there's nothing, what I'm saying is, there's nothing that you can tell someone
to change their mind.
to change their minds of their opinion.
That's what I said.
Right?
That make it right.
Especially their,
Ain't that what I said?
their personal opinion.
It's
what I
Make
said.
it right. Your personal opinion.
Don't make it right.
Thank you. That's
It
my
don't,
point.
It don't make it right if you're talking, if you're saying we're talking unbiased sports, then your opinion can play a factor.
Thank you.
What's so funny is
preference.
No, we argue,
preference, right?
We argue, and we both do the same thing. Kobe's our favorite player, but we have somebody different at the GOAT.
Okay, yes.
Because you're reasonable, rational.
So do we use playoff records as a metric
right.
of who the GOAT is based on 6-0,
So, no.
based on 4-6, based on how many times you won conference, finals MVP, all these things. They count, right?
My metric, does getting there count too? I remember older generation before the new ones came in, going to the championship actually mattered, right? We're in a generation where you will say, I would rather not make the playoffs than go to the championship and lose. So if we're racing, one is gold, one is silver. You're saying you would rather not make none of it to laugh at my silver?
To not even start the race.
Yeah, like that's where we are. So you're basically saying Jordan is 6-0 when he got there, but you're not gonna penalize him for when he couldn't get there. So Tatum getting there at 22, Luka getting there at 20-something, they already have a knock against their career, even though that was Jordan's rookie season.
So if LeBron gets there and he wins this title this year, doesn't it add to his legacy?
Are you gonna change your opinion?
Am I gonna change my opinion about what?
About LeBron. Are you gonna?
I said he was the GOAT.
You said LeBron.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah.
I thought so.
My question is why we can't criticize him if he fails, but you want to celebrate him when he succeeds.
People gonna do either one.
41.
It doesn't make sense to me.
People
if
gonna do either
he
one.
loses, it's against his legacy. If he wins, he wins. It's for his legacy. It's just a hypocrisy to me that everybody jumps on because he's 41 and he does well, and it's like, yay. But then if he loses the joint, and it's like, he's 41. It doesn't do anything to his legacy.
Because you know, the people that like him, hold on. The people that like him are going to praise him if he gets out of the first round, right? He got out of the first round. His fans and everybody are going to praise him. The people that dislike him, they were hoping that he loses so they can go on their tirades on that he's not the greatest.
This is not why he's the greatest.
It's both things are happening at the same time. His fans, listen, he's great. Everybody over here like, damn, I hope that motherfucker loses so I can talk my shit. That's just what it is.
Anybody that
if he wins, they gonna add on to it. The people when he lose, they gonna add on to they just gonna keep piling on to the negative shit they got to say.
Anybody that wakes up at 40 to 41 and sees what he's doing should be amazed.
It is important.
Win or lose.
I think that's what it is. We're amazed. We're not worried about the legacy no more. We're just amazed.
That's all
We're just saying, wow.
About age.
It's already there.
When you talk about age, and you're at the same age, and what he's doing on that floor is crazy.
The part that really made this discussion interesting wasn't whether anyone questioned LeBron's talent. Everyone involved agreed that what LeBron is still doing at 41 is incredible. The disagreement started when the conversation shifted to what those accomplishments actually mean for his all-time legacy. Does every season he adds continue shaping the GOAT debate, or has his place in history already been locked in no matter what happens next? That's where the panel split into two very different viewpoints. One side believed every playoff run, record, and achievement counts until the day a player retires. From that perspective, if LeBron keeps building his resume, those accomplishments have to be included when evaluating his career. You can't celebrate new milestones while acting like they don't affect the overall legacy. The other side saw it completely differently. Their opinion was that LeBron's standing among the greatest players has already been established. To them, everything happening now is simply an extra chapter rather than something that fundamentally changes where he ranks. Whether he captures another championship or exits in the first round, they don't believe decades of work suddenly get rewritten. That's why names like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, Dirk Nowitzki, Tim Duncan, Vince Carter, and even Jordan's years with the Wizards kept entering the conversation. Those comparisons weren't really centered on statistics, they were examples of how fans judge players once they'd reached the closing stages of their careers. Some people place tremendous value on longevity, while others believe a player's prime should outweigh everything else. Another major point was consistency in how people apply their standards. If LeBron deserves extra praise for winning a playoff series at 41 because it's such a rare accomplishment, should he also receive the same level of criticism if he comes up short? That's when the discussion turned toward whether people were moving the goalposts. One side argued the standards changed depending on the result, while the other believed context matters when evaluating someone who spent more than 20 years in the NBA. In the end, the debate revealed just as much about sports fans as it did about LeBron. Most people don't enter these conversations looking to change their minds. They usually start with an opinion and then point to the evidence that supports it. If someone already believes Michael Jordan is the GOAT, another deep LeBron playoff run probably won't change that. And if someone already believes LeBron holds that title, another championship simply strengthens the case they already accepted. That's why debates like this almost never end with everyone agreeing. The conversation wasn't really about one postseason or 1 year anyway. It was about trying to compare careers that happened in different eras, under different circumstances, and with completely different expectations. Every generation defines greatness a little differently, which is exactly why the GOAT discussion never truly reaches a final answer. As long as LeBron keeps taking the floor, every performance will become fresh evidence for one side or the other. A victory gives his supporters another point to celebrate, while a defeat gives his critics another argument to make. The final score decides the game, but it never puts the GOAT debate to rest.